Hey everybody, it's Aquila, and this is the Lefty Knitter Podcast, episode 94. Welcome. I shouldn't be this happy this morning. I already recorded my intro for my Vlogmas, and not to say it's depressing, but it's just rough day yesterday, and I just need to overcome it, or ride the wave of whatever I'm riding emotionally. I'm not sure. So I post a video every Saturday. Thank you guys for coming back and watching me. Thank you for subscribing, liking the videos, commenting, etc. It all really helps get me out there in the YouTube universe and on all the algorithms. So I have a video that I'm going to insert, but first I'm going to tell you I looked up the comment. The comment was on my episode 92, and I was talking about the cuffs being not stretchy enough for John's socks. Now, I went up 2 needle sizes. I've tried different stretchy bind-offs, etc. Netta May is the commenter, so if you go to that episode, you would see that she's the commenter name. I'm not giving away anything that's like a secret, but I want to thank her because she posted a link to, it's called Lori's Twisty Bind Off, but her title is called like Extra Stretchy, No Flare, something like that, and it's Lorraine L. So I will link it down below. I have it also in my playlists for helpful craft tutorials, so you can check that out. I will insert video now. So this is Aquila from the past, but I am binding off John's sweater, and this is the bottom rib, and I had gotten a tip from a viewer on a video to watch on a stretchy bind off where you don't have to transfer the stitch back and then knit it together with the next one. It's very interesting. Now, working in the round, I did realize you have to remove your needle. I moved my needle, I took it off and I put a stopper on the one end, and my other needle that I'm working off of, since I'm left-handed, this is my working needle, and I'm working the stitches off binding this way. You twist the yarn, you twist your working needle. So if it was a flat piece, it would be easy, but it's not a flat piece. So I figured that you have to take it off to make this twist thing work. And I did it on the neck of this, which, let me just show you this first, and then I'll show you the neck of it. So I'll link the video down below. It's pretty interesting. So my working yarn again is in this hand, so it's probably going to be very opposite. My next stitch is a purl stitch, and to get to that you need to twist your yarn forward. You twist your needle forward like that, and now your yarn is in the front. You work that stitch, you purl it, then you bind off. You also don't have to go up a needle size for this. So now the yarn is in the front again, but I want it to be in the back for my knit stitch because it's a 1x1, and then you twist your needle again, and now it's in the back. I'm not holding the best tension on this. This is very awkward, actually, trying to video this at the same time. So there you go, and then you twist it again. I again will link the video to the woman who does this. Her video is pretty good, so and then purl. Oops, sorry. And so the viewer who told me about this says this is the only bind off they actually use now, so, and I'm sorry I can't remember your name. So knit, and then I'm going to twist it so my yarn's now back and front. I hope my camera is not going in and out of focus when I'm trying to show you this. That's another thing. If I do any tutorials, I might have to get a different kind of camera and not use my phone. Now the yarn is in the back again. Bind it off. Sorry, you probably hear Hazel's music from her tablet in the background. Twist it to the front. And I guess by doing that, you're giving it extra slack in that yarn, so that's what makes it stretchy. So now it's in the back again. Alright, now I've recorded like 3 minutes of video for that. So I'm gonna just put this stitch over here so I don't lose it, but I wanted to show you guys the neckline, which I bound off this way. So it doesn't look any different. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't pucker. It doesn't flare, but it's very stretchy. There you go. I will link that video. I want to thank the viewer for telling me about that. So I found that very interesting. All right, so you've now watched that video. I'm not the greatest at taking video of my own knitting. I just don't have the right setup for it, but sorry, coffee. I had gotten some just regular coffee, but I had bought some organic dark chocolate hot cocoa mix, and I've been putting that in my coffee with a little bit of creamer, and it is so good. So it's like chocolate coffee with a little bit of sweetened creamer, etc. Super good. I have soaked John's sweater. I need him to try it on again. I just want him to try it on. I did not pin it out. I just kind of laid it out. I wanted all the color work to relax, and yeah. So I have it here. I laid it out to dry. It's been in my craft room for 2 days, and the cats want to get on it desperately because it's a very sheepy wool. My one cat decided to do this to it. I think I talked about it in that on Vlogmas. I was so angry at her. I don't see where any stitches have been pulled, but you never know. So here it is. I have to weave in all the ends. Now, I did that stretchy bind off on the top. I did that stretchy bind off on one of the sleeves. No, I did not. I'm sorry. I didn't. I'd first done it ever on this. I still need to do it on a pair of socks. Actually, I did it on a pair of socks. I could go get those. They're a pair of socks for my aunt. So she's got like the same foot size as me and not a whole lot of issues. But I did that stretchy bind off also down here. And it doesn't flare, it doesn't pucker, it doesn't do anything weird, and I feel like it's pretty nice bind off. I haven't done it on a pair of socks for John yet, so that will be the true test. Just saying. And for that bind off, she doesn't call for going up a needle size or anything either, so I need to weave in all these ends, and maybe at the end of this episode, John will wear it to show it off. We'll see. But there we go. Once in Floral by Maxim. It might be the last time you see it on an episode, y'all. Just saying. Hey everybody, it is Wednesday the 9th. I did finish John's sweater. We'll probably show you that at the end clip when we round up the video. But I made one of these ornaments, which I make almost every year at least one. And this is by Lynn Wilson, and it's a beaded ornament. Of course, nothing focuses for me. And I will link that down below. I am not quite sure if you can get that pattern not on Ravelry. I'm not sure. I purchased it actually from a booth at the Alpaca Festival, and I bought the beads and the string and everything like while I was there. And since then, I've bought, obviously, more beads and different string and more string. And I've made many of these. Hazel picked the colors for this, and it's an alternating pink and, like, creamy white. I love those. They're so much fun. So I show those almost every Christmas time on the podcast. I feel like my screen is, dirty. Not sure if that's any better. I think it's just that we're using artificial light, and I hate it. So, I have been working on those socks that I cranked. I cranked the tube on my machine. I now have a toe and a cuff on one, which I forgot. I hate that I forgot that. The first row, I always do all knit row if I'm doing a different color, because then you don't get that purl bump. See it? But I wasn't ripping it out. I know it was only 10 rows, but I wasn't ripping it out. This one I did right. See? I have now ripped back, I put my needles in and ripped back for the toe on this one, so they're the same length. I didn't want to put a white toe in, I wanted to just use the yarn, so I just put my needles in and ripped out like this much of the tube that I had cranked. Not a big deal. And then I will cut in heels and use the white yarn that I used for the heels too. These are a Christmas present for a family member. I'm pretty sure I've told you guys that. I can't remember. I blow dried my hair, and I forgot that like my asymmetrical haircut that I had, if you guys have been following me for a while, has grown out significantly. And this side is so much longer than this side. I mean, not a lot, but it's noticeable. I don't hate it. I do need a haircut. I need to do something about this. And the other thing that I've been working on is the scrubbies for my family members. I use the tulip hooks. This is an I or a 5.5 millimeter. The scrubby yarn that I like is just the plain scrubby by Red Heart. Nothing fancy. I know they have like a cotton blend and stuff like that. I like this one. This is my favorite. Can't say I've actually used the other ones, but I just don't like the feel of them in the store. I like these ones. And I've made a few, and they're tried and true. My oldest daughter has them at her house, and she loves them. Throw them in the washer, throw them in the dryer, they're good to go. I used to try to follow a pattern that was on the label. I don't do that anymore. I can write up a pattern, I guess, and put it on I can put it on Ravelry. I can also put it down here if you guys would like to know my pattern that I do. It's pretty simple. I do not use the pattern. I think calls for double crochets in English, American terms. They're too tall and they make too big of a hole. Single crochet is just too tight and too fiddly. I do a half double crochet, and I feel like they turn out really well without giant holes. So I had this yarn, and I've now made 5, I believe, and I have a little bit left. So you can see I can't push my index finger through it. Well, I probably can't even push my pinky through it. Some places I can push my pinky through, but that's where I think the join was. I cannot push my finger all the way through, and that is what I want. I don't want them to be really holy. And they're the size of my palm. And I think it's a great size for doing dishes. I had also bought, now the variegated, I've told you guys this, the variegated has less yardage, but the solids have more, so I got way more out of the red solid one. I think I got 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I got 7 out of the solid. So I'll probably get 7 out of the black, but I'll probably only get 6 or 5 out of the pink. But that's okay. I have all my scraps in here. I'm going to make some scrappy ones just for our house because we don't really care if they all match. And then they're fun. So that's what I've been working on. I have another doctor's appointment today. Hopefully after that I'll be able to come home and just kind of chill and work on some stuff because I really need that mentally. If you've been watching Vlogmas, it's not been, I shouldn't say that I'm like depressed. I'm not depressed. It's just frustrating and annoying that these test results keep coming back the way they do. And so, yeah. Fun times, you know, going to the doctors. Oh well. Alright, so that's what I've been working on. I'm waiting on yarn so I can make a hat for John. It's not here yet. That's like the next project I want to cast on. So now I'm just trying to finish up all the stuff that I have on needles that also needs to be done too. But I want that hat done. I want it for Christmas. I want everyone to get a hand knit item because Hayes and MJ are done. John needs something. I went shopping for John yesterday and I'm super excited for it. Yeah, you guys will just have to wait and see. I can't say it because sometimes he watches these. I had to hide it. You know, hiding all the Christmas things. So there you go. All right, until the next clip, I'll see you guys then. I'm gonna pop in some of well, all of the donated items that I sent to the BCPS. So I'm gonna pop in a video here for you. Hey everybody, it is Saturday. Let's round up this video. I wish John could be here, but he had a work emergency, so we're just gonna have to show the finished sweater on the next episode. Some administrative stuff real quick. The 500 subscriber has now been contacted. Package will be on its way, and the 2 calendars have been picked, and they have also been told that they have won in the last episode underneath of their comment. So make sure that you go check last week's comments to see if I replied that you were a winner. One person has already contacted me. I'm just waiting for the other person. So, yay! That's the administrative. It's going to be a short video. Mixing a week worth of videos for a weekly podcast and doing Vlogmas at the same time is very like blah, blah, blah. I finished those socks. Let me show you those. This was Patton's Croy in the Clover colorway. I used a Patton's in just this cream or muslin. I can't remember what they called it. These are a gift. I love how they're like matching but not matching. I love these. I really adore the Patton's yarn. So there you go. Let's have an up close. It's really pretty. So I took pictures. I just haven't posted a final picture on my Instagram yet. So also I made another ornament. I attempted to make one last night so I could see how much of the thread or / yarn that I use. And I got halfway through an ornament. If you watch my Vlogmas from yesterday, day 11, you'll see. I had to rip it out. I got halfway through and there was a knot in the yarn. A knot that I could not pull the beads over. I tried really, really hard and I was just, the yarn was starting to get yucky. I got like 8 beads over and I couldn't get any more. One of them must have been smaller and it just was not going over that knot, and then the knot broke. So I ripped out the half of the ornament and I just cast on another one. So they use about 4 grams of the thread. So that's good to know because I have a couple spools of this thread that is running low and I'm not sure if it will make a whole ornament. So now I know I can kind of weigh it and have an idea. So that's exciting. This one just has green beads on it. I love these. They're so sparkly. We now have like 3 on our tree. So, and I have another one threaded and ready to go. So I already put the beads on this last night and I'm going to cast on another. This thread is more silver. This one was white with a silver thread running through it. So there you go. So since John is not here, I am going to invite another co-host and we're going to play not quite a game. I'm going to ask her some questions. So let me go get her. So who are you?
Hazel.
Hazel. We are going to I'm going to ask you a few questions. How much do you think you know about Mommy's hobby? Do you think you know a lot?
No.
No? Okay. All right.
I don't even know
Hobby is something somebody does for fun. So I knit and crochet and do all the yarny, fibery things for fun, right? That's my hobby. Do you have a hobby? No? Okay. We'll start with some easy ones, okay? We'll start with some easy ones. What is this?
Yarn.
Yarn. Do you know what kind of yarn? Like, is it fingering weight or is it bulky?
Fingering weight?
Fingering weight. Good job. Okay. That was an easy one, right? Can you...
I just guessed.
You just guessed? Okay. Can you tell me what this is?
Needle.
Needles. Very good. Like knitting needles? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Can you sit up? You're like, sit up as your own person. Do not be a clingoid.
I want to lean on you.
You want to lean on me? Okay. All right. So, do you know what these are? Pens?
Pen.
Pins? No. These are also needles. Do you know what the difference is between these and these?
One bigger, one smaller.
Okay.
And one's curvy and one's not.
Okay. So these are double pointed needles and these are circular needles. Does that make sense?
No.
No? Okay, don't poke your eye out. Goodness gracious, girl. Okay. Let's go. Do you know what this is?
I forgot what they're called.
A crochet hook? Don't kick the table, please. Okay. Oh, you need a drink? Okay. You've done so much talking. Okay. Do you think this is knit or crochet?
Crochet?
Nope, that's knit. Do you think these are knit or crocheted?
Net.
Knit. Very good. Okay. I don't want you to spill your... Do you think this is knit or crochet?
Crochet.
Crochet. Very good. Okay. Let's go back to some tools. What is this? This is an easy one.
Measuring tape.
Measuring tape. Swallow your water. Okay. Do you know what these are called? Stitch markers?
Stitch mission.
Okay. All right, now that I've said that, do you know what these are called? It's the same thing, silly. Stitch markers. Okay, okay. Do you know what this is?
No.
Can you guess what it might do?
Measure.
Measure, yeah, it can. It can measure yarn down here. What does this measure? The holes.
They are needles to see how big it is.
Yes, very good.
One might be.
No, they're definitely gonna be way up here somewhere. Like here.
Maybe.
Nope. All right, well that was good. So you knew what it did, right?
But wait, I wanted to see which one this is.
Oh. Okay, this one's a different kind. What is this? Do you remember what it's called? No, a crochet hook.
Look, this one goes to here.
No, it doesn't. It has to go all the way through the hole. Okay, what are these? Scissors. Oh, here we go. You better know what this one is. What is this?
Scale.
A scale. What do we do with that?
Scale stuff.
Scale stuff. Okay.
Is this the right one?
Oh, yeah, that's probably... It goes in it, yeah. It's a 3, and actually these are 4s. So maybe my needle gauge is not quite correct.
No, this is...
Okay, do you know what this is called?
No.
Can you guess?
Sock mold?
A sock mold. I like that. A sock mold. We might have to rebrand these. They call them sock blockers, but I like a sock mold. That's good. Okay.
Look, this one it's only this one.
Yeah, it goes. Okay. What would... It's not paper, but what is on this? Can you tell me?
Plastic.
No. Not the plastic. The paper. What... So I have to read this, and what am I reading? Can you tell me that? Is it like a recipe?
Yeah.
Like a pattern? Yeah, okay. You're just going to keep playing with that. I think we're done. Is there anything else about knitting or crochet that you would like to tell people about?
I need that.
What do you need this for?
A maze!
A maze. It's not a maze. It's a needle gauge. Anything else you want to say about Mommy's knitting or crochet?
That she poops on it. And farts on it.
I don't do either of those. Is there anything that I've made that is your favorite?
No.
No.
I love all of them.
You love all.
Boom, boom, boom.
What have I made for you?
Boom. Blanket. Boom. Stuffy.
Yep. Anything else?
Boom. Hat.
Anything else?
Boom. Scarf.
Scarf. Any of those are not your favorite? You like them all?
Boom.
Do you think you want to learn to knit or crochet when you get older or
no,
now?
I don't want to knit. I never want to knit.
It makes me sad. Why?
Because your face is red more than your neck.
My face is more red than my neck. All right. Good observation. Nothing else about knitting then. So
Boom.
we can be done? We can say bye? Yeah. What are we doing today?
Fun at the pizza road.
What are we doing today?
Silas came over. We're making cookies. We're seeing the lights.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right.
Boom!
That is way
Bye.
too loud. Say bye
Boom,
nicely.
bye.
Boom, bye.
Boom, bye.
Knit happy.
The Abby.